And with much ado, we are live. Into the knife round between Dyke Browns and Sloth Esports Club. They seem to have two team names. I was a little confused on that. I'll be calling them Sloth. And Sloth makes it look easy. And as always, winner of the knife round on Nuke always picks the counter-terrorist side. Going down the roster for these two teams, we've got Sean Peasy, Fatality, Sid, Luck, and LKS over on Sloth Esports Club. On the side of Dyke Browns, Pinhead Larry, Echo, Dumorin, Clutch, and Ruddy Bird. That'll be a mouthful. But we are live. These players, as soon as they got in the server, wasted absolutely no time in readying up and getting to the action. Let's see, armor across the board, except for one player on Sloth Esports Club, Dyke Brown. A couple armors here and there. Handful of flashbangs, Echo. Throwing down some smokes, actually, before I just took a look at that. Echo's going to push really into secret, while Fatality gets a little bit of information and backs off after exchanging a little bit of fire with one of the Dyke Browns. Donovan holding close in lobby. Pop Flash is going to come out. Immediately takes out LKS, spots the player up on Heaven. There is one more there. Sid is up across on the banisters, and he takes out two before getting up a third. Luck getting one of his own, and Sean Peasy ends the action off camera. That went quick and dirty there by the side of Sloth Esports Club. Absolutely good stuff. We see a rifle purchase and a FAMAS. Just a bad rifle purchase. 3 UMPs in the hands of the rest of their players. And it does look like 5 smokes and a flashbang. Sounds like a Beck song. Dyke Browns, interesting buy here. A couple of P250s floating around as well. And as always, in CSGO, you cannot discount these pistols. They can do some real damage. I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with it. I expected some sort of smoke outside execute, but everyone seems to be inside. They have 2 players up on a T roof at the moment. So I expect to see these smokes raining through skylight any moment, and looks like here they come. Auto Director, please work with me here. Immediately peeks out, puts a lot of damage out on a Luck, but Luck's gonna back off. Climbs up the ladder, he should be dead. Dead to rights, really. Living at 3 HP. Ruddy Bird could not quite finish them off. They did get the bomb plant, though, so that's going to be some money. Ruddy Bird does get a kill off that. Gets the player off the bomb, picks up the UMP, tries to do some damage, but he's going to get knifed by Sean Peasy. So you know what? I think you got back the money you invested in that round. Not too shabby. And a kill, so they can start chiseling away at the economy of Sloth Esports Club, but almost enough money for a buy. Would not expect to see too much here, though. P250, Tech 9. A couple more upgrades. Not too shabby. And, let's see. That one player that did go down did upgrade the UMP to an M4. 3 players up on the Heaven, very interesting, and looks like it's going to be a hardcore rush through ramp room, but actually the player on Sloth, that was Fatality, was holding quite up close. He has one player over on Turnpike, though. It's chiseled away with that UMP that he picked up and finished off by Ruddy Bird. This could actually work out in the favor of Dyke Browns, and they want that weapon. I think they toss back the UMP. Ooh, Clutch. Spots the flank. So now 2 decent rifles, or sorry, 1 rifle, 2 decent weapons on the side of Dyke Browns. Player advantage. Their HP is quite low, though. That lack of armor is really not paying off for them. And Luck with a suspicious little lurk right there. No one saw that one coming. But he's going to get traded up by Pinhead Larry. Player advantage still on the side of Dyke Browns. And once again, they're doubling back. This is the most interesting play I've seen all day. Rush towards ramp, go back to lobby, rush out towards lamp, and spots the player out. No armor, doesn't matter. Pinhead Larry's going to get a kill on Sid. It's going to get immediately answered back by LKS. Picks off 2 with that FAMAS. Ruddy Bird, half health. Only a UMP. LKS going to pick him up another frag, and that's a triple. Sloth Esports Club extending their 3-0 lead. But now we can see Dyke Brown actually have some weapons that they purchased on their own accord, rather than just picking up scavenged bits and bobs. And we see our first AWP of the map. On the side of Sloth, we got LKS holding that, who does not have the fastest spawn board, but we'll see where that goes. And Dumorin Over on Van Dyke Browns, he's going to line himself up a smoke. Expected to see a little bit more fast action than this. First smoke comes out, second follows it up, and he's going to pop on top of the head of a teammate. Doesn't quite see him in the garage right now. A little bit of movement on the inside. Nobody home, though. Echo, first player down in the secret. Nobody is holding down here right now, but he does not know that. It's going to be free entry into the B bomb site for at least Echo. Fatality does not spot anyone out on ramp room yet. Very slow play. A minute left in the match. A minute left in the round. Luck gonna put in a smoke, slow that down a little bit, and Echo sneaked his way up through secret all the way up to ramp, and that's gonna be free entry for the rest of the team to pile on in. Clutch checking turnpike, nading back any possible player that's there. Nobody on the outside. Sean Peasy slowly backing towards double doors. Here's the player, but Echo was tucked away in the corner. Not even I saw that. Very nice. Echo's going to pick up that molly and chuck it over towards Vents, so no player can get down that way. 5v3, it's going to be quite the difficult retake, but Sloth Esports Club, they have the money to actually do this. Doesn't check the correct corner. Ruddy Bird gets the kill. Made a little bit of noise. Oh, doesn't matter. LKS sticks his head out there, and he's going to get punished for it immediately, and it's all up to Sid, who's already down here. He has no chance to get away before that bomb even goes off, so why not try and do some damage? It's ticking away. Gets the first player. Oh, he's going to throw down he's just going to stick it. Screw throwing the smoke. Spots out the player, though, and maybe had he thrown that smoke before he did that, have a chance, but just takes the one player with him. Van Dyke Browns puts their first round on the board. Actually, Sloth Esports Club, somehow they do not have a whole lot of money saved up. I thought they would have more than this with losing so few players as they did, but I guess reinvesting into rifles didn't really pay off too well for them. They're going to be rocking into this round with just pistols. Van Dyke Browns putting one player up onto T roof. The rest of these players up into lobby. Ruddy Bird tags up LKS ever so slightly through the door. Fatality made the lightest of noises, and Clutch was going to start spraying him down. He managed to back off with his life, though. And some information. Pinhead Larry going to take out Sid off screen. Fatality very bravely trying to fight an AK-47 with the pistol, but he learns quite quickly how that works out. Sean Peasy on the opposite side of this box, tucked away. Clutch Easy actually checked the boost and still managed to get Sean Peasy just as he landed. Ruddy Bird taking that luck right after that. Once again, down to a 1v5. LKS with just this pistol might as well try and do some damage. All these players, though, with all the action by ramp room, nobody home on the B-bomb site. LKS discovers it immediately and gives away his position immediately with that little flurry of a flailing arm shot. Ruddy Bird totally in position to spot out LKS if he decides to go for this, but it does look like he's just going to be holding on to that P250 for the next round. Saves the weapon for himself. Well, it's not much. I guess that's a couple $100 out of the pocket of Van Dyke Browns. You really don't have much of a chance. Even if you get the 1v1 and you get the AK in your hands after you maybe get the kill, getting away with it without being hunted down, really not too likely. So LKS gets chipped away by the bomb explosion a little bit, but he's going to survive. Go on to the next round where Sloth Esports could possibly invest a little half-buy here. Upgraded 5.7s and a P250, and a couple grenades to boot. Why not? Really early smoke. I'm actually wondering where it's going to land. I don't think it went exactly where he wanted. It's somewhere near crates over by the outside. So you can see, yep, still gives Echo plenty of room to work with, though. Off screen, sadly, Auto Director didn't want me to see that kill. Not exactly sure where that came out from. Because it did look like all four players except for Echo were in lobby. Two players holding ramp room. Clutch spots the first, puts a lot of damage out, bringing LKS to 12 HP. Fatality spots out 2 more players. Doesn't do any damage though with those little pot shots from that P250. Echo spots out a player, tries to light up the headshot and gets it on the 3rd bullet. Ruddy Bird gonna take out Sid as he drops down in front of Squeaky. 2 players left, Fatality and LKS. Only pistols. Can they do any damage? I have no hopes for them winning the round, but can they do any sort of damage, these players? And, no, is the answer to that question. Is Clutch makes it look easy. Takes those 2 players out, and Van Dyke Browns tied up with Sloth Esports. Now, Sloth Esports were looking damn good those first 2 rounds. Shots were all on point, but this will be their first full buy in this, so let's see what they can do with it. M4s across the board. Almost full utility. LKS is going to throw out that same crate smoke. It's going to land actually a little bit closer to the fence. Still allows Echo to have that little peek, but you know, not too bad of a smoke. In the meantime, the rest of those players are going to have 2 up on T roof, it looks like. And 2 holding close towards Squeaky door, as you can see. Demorin holding that really tight angle, but no one's home. Sloth, LKS jumping up. This doesn't spot anybody up on Silo. Echo slowly creeping forward. Doesn't spot out the shoulder. He's going to back off away from Secret, has the feeling that somebody's there. A lot of shots being fired off these doors, but nobody's been tagged up yet. Echo has made his way into Mini. He'll be able to peek in here. And well-timed pop flash would be great right now, but instead Echo just takes some shots and the rest of his teammates start piling in through Squeaky. Luck gets the first frag, Echo trades it back, gets a second and a Sean easy before LKS takes him down. Demorin gonna smoke off Mini. The bomb is here, will soon be planted unless... Are they backing this off? Nope, Demorin just checking the flank. 1 player on the opposite side of that smoke. Fatality actually on that flank that Demorin was looking out for. And wow, he's actually going to really chip down Clutch. The bomb has been planted. LKS, sole player up in heaven. 1 player pushing in through Mini right now. LKS going to get the kill, and wow, a flurry of kills comes through. 2 of them off screen. LKS is so excited he throws himself off of the top of a building. And going to pay that with his life. Sloth Esports picks the first round up in the past 4. Taking the lead once again. Van Dyke Browns, though, gonna have enough money to reinvest in this. And actually, the damage done to the economy keeps Sloth Esports in a really ragtag buy. 1 AWP, a FAMAS, UMP, and M4, and Fatality. Just enough money to get himself one as well. LKS. Blinded immediately. Very, very good flashbang right there. That probably saved a player or 2. Fatality. Holding up just on a headshot box. Back over towards LKS. Spots out a single player. Smoke comes out. Into radio room. You can hear the blind fire being put through it, and off screen LKS gets the first kill. Answered back immediately by the opera of Van Dyke Browns. Demorin's going to put him down, run back to the bomb, and head towards lobby. Lining up some interesting smokes. I have not seen this one. Where is this going to go? If he ever throws it, that is. I was waiting on him to see if he'd actually throw it. I had to chase that and find out where that went, but... Sloth Esports, man advantage. Smokes are going to come in. Looks like one of those went through Skylight into Mini. It's going to block off... or it should have blocked off Sid, but he's going to push right on through and get punished for that by Ruddy Bird. Luck backs away from Squeaky. Here's a player inside and out. He's going to get put down by Ruddy Bird again, who's up onto 2 kills. For Pinhead Larry going to go down. Ruddy Bird answers back, picks himself up a 3rd, spots the last player and gets the headshot through the smoke to end it in a 4K. Not a single grenade used either, just holding on to that. Picks up the AWP at the end of the round, tosses it over to Demorin. And once again, Van Dyke Browns tie it up. After that investment last round, Sloth Esports do not have anything to chime back in with this round. Single HE grenade, P250s on everyone's hands. they're all going to be rushing in towards ramp room, going down under to B. I'm curious about this play. A little confused. I guess they can go push up towards secret. The rest of terrorist squad hanging pretty far back. Clutch watching for ramp room aggression. Ruddy Bird holding back by Squeaky. Looks like they've got some sort of read on a play that isn't happening. You'd think that they may have stacked a bomb site or going for some aggression with those pistols, because economy is obviously damaged. Van Dyke Browns obviously has a read on that, but not really the play style of Sloth Esports. Does look like all these players are headed down into ramp room now. Getting in there for free. Fatality is going to be the first point of contact. LKS and Sid standing by. Grenade's going to come in, smoke off that one squeaky door to the right. Clutch heading back on the lurk, and they're just going to throw in their utility and actually jump back. Off screen, Sid kills somebody. It's going to be answered back by Clutch, and they're going to take this up to A. I think they may have figured this play out pretty well, actually. They knew where that stack was. Taking out 2 more players. It's going to leave Sloth Esports only 2 alive. One player over there in radio room, while the other rushing in towards heaven. Just currently in flames right now, but you know what? All you've got is pistols. Not too much to lose. And he's going to lose his life, though. As is Fatality. Pinhead Larry taking him out as soon as he enters the radio room. Starting to look like a very dominant terrorist-sided half. Actually, probably one of the best T-sided halves I've seen on Nuke so far this week. Out of the, I think, like 8 matches I've casted. Maybe 9. Once again, only upgraded pistols for Sloth Esports. Van Dyke Brown, completely bought up. Looks like they've been lining up some sort of smoke execute. Some interesting smoke there. Just a quick little bounce off the wall. And LKS holding up close. He's going to back off as soon as he hears those AKs ring out and nearly get shot in the head. That vent popped right open in front of his face. 2 players going to be getting into secret now for Van Dyke Browns, and third lurking up there. Demoran's actually going to get the shot. We missed it off camera, but we could see through the X-ray. Molotov's going to come out onto the headshot angle. Ruddy Bird spots it out, gets the frag. This guy's aim is on point today. Sloth Esports Club, 2v5. I would just hold on to that armor. Go into the next round. Or not. Sid looks to be having that same opinion, though. He's just watching vents. Maybe try to hope for some sort of an exit frag, but I think that he's closer to the bomb, or if he stayed there all round, he would go off with it. And looks like, once again, this round is a wash. Van Dyke Browns will extend their lead. 6-4. However, next round, we will be able to invest in this. It's definitely the most dominant half I've seen by Terra's side. I'm liking it so far. Looks like Sloth Esports Club will be able to not fully invest, but just enough. Quite a bit of utility. I believe Sean Peasy has an M4 to pick up. Or he can just go AFK. There we go. And he's back. Meanwhile, Echo taking a look for an aggression on the outside. And somehow... Oh, looks like the player actually disconnected. Just as Sloth Esports actually has the money to reinvest into the round, lose a player. That's difficult. All these players holding on the inside, over towards ramp room, away from lobby. Got Sloth Esports Clubs. Oh, wait, no, he backed off. Or somehow the X-ray just turned off. My bad. So, Luck was still holding there. Clutch read it pretty well, though. Took him down without losing a single point of health. Meanwhile, Sid and Fatality, 2v4. They're actually going to try this. Fatality peeks in through double doors. Ready Bird's going to take him out immediately. And Sid decides to get the hell out of dodge, it seems. Or maybe not. Just, do a little damage. Pop back into vents. And seems to be going for it. And he's going to get punished immediately. Ruddy Bird is going to take him out. Van Dyke Browns up 7-4. Expect to see a timeout now. There it is. Match paused by Sloth Esports Club. So hopefully we get that player back in before this goes live. He's got just over 20 seconds left now. Usually I'd take this moment to try and break down the strategy and see what's really going wrong with Sloth Esports, but, you know, it's just they've mainly been on pistols, and maybe they've just been a little too passive, just not hitting their shots for the most part. And a couple of these players, like Ruddy Bird, looking absolutely on fire. Demorin seems to be a stable opper, hasn't taken too many shots that have whiffed. But then again, the Sloth Esports haven't really been too aggressive on the outside to give him that opportunity. He is always the player that has been going outside, looking for that rush into warehouse. LKS has been throwing those smokes to kind of ward off any peek, but then they don't follow it up with anything, so interesting decisions, and this timeout is not going to last too much longer, and they still don't have their fifth in this server. And I'd hope that Van Dyke Browns would be a sport and take a timeout for them. Maybe just slow play this round. Any moment now. I would hate to cast another 4v5. It was the first match of the night. Started the game with 10 players, immediately lost one who did not come back. I was actually amazed to see that team get any rounds on the board at all. I believe they lost 16-2, but they gave it their all, up until they started shooting each other. But if we could avoid that, that would be for the best. Actually, this timeout is much longer than I thought. It must be a technical then. Although, I'm not actually positive how the timeouts work for technical versus tactical. When you're on ESEA online, there's nobody to judge. Oh yeah, technical, yeah, somebody just slipped out a mumble there. Meanwhile, you're talking about strategies for the next half hour. This pause lasts any longer, I might just throw it to music and sit back. Alright, that wasn't nearly as long as it could have been. Senny, this is a new name. Looks like they may have had to get a sub in for this one. Yeah, Sean Peasy pinged out about 5 minutes ago, and Senny just stepped in. And maybe he'll be the change that the Sloth Esports Club actually needs, because the past 8 rounds have not been entirely kind to them. Senny, not in a bye round either, so once again he'll be joining his teammates on the upgraded pistols, sole flashbang on Fatality. And looks like all these players are in their usual spots. 2 up there on T-roof. Domerin peeked out on outside. Once again, nobody home. Sloth Esports not really paying outside too much attention. And the rest of these in the lobby, finally they get aggressive, but that's not going to pay off too well as Echo picks off 2. Ruddybird and Pinhead Larry get one of their own. Fatality does get 1 kill, though. Start to chip away at the ever-growing economy of Van Dyke Browns, but Domeron's going to take out Fatality and finish that one off. Yeah, 4 players sitting on 16,000 in the beginning of this round, so they're going to have money to buy if they lose the next 2. Senny, first real weapon in his hands is going to be a UMP. M4's in the hands of 3 other players, an AWP on LKS, who I can't remember if he was the main opper for the first couple rounds. But he's going to go in towards ramp and with a Fatality, maybe just to smoke it off and go back towards heaven. Or is he going to be holding near? Yep, he's going to be holding your headshot box, which might work out well for him, as there are several players in there at the moment. Domerin slowly creeping up. There is a flashbang that's going to come out, though. And actually, it's perfectly lined up. Excellent flashbang. LKS gets the information, throws a smoke down to hold anybody off. Another flashbang comes out. Are they going to push through this? So that's the question. LKS misses the shot, gets the second, though, and then Auto-Director decides to flip away. And misses one more shot before Domerin's going to put him down. But player advantage is in the hands of Sloth Esports. Van Dyke Brown only has Domerin and Pinhead Larry, who have been able to hit some decent shots, but Ruddybird has been their main fragger so far. They do not have the bomb, though. Minute left in the round. See exactly where they are. Pinhead Larry watching for a flank. And move, pick up the bomb. At this point, I'd expect Domerin to try and pick up a rifle against this many players. 45 seconds left. Pushing back into radio room. Looks like they're going to go for a hit. I don't believe they spotted the shoulder of the player near Mini, but that's not going to matter because Sid was holding up close, and Sloth Esports picks up their first round in the past 6. Going to narrow this gap. Van Dyke Browns have been an amazingly dominant T-side, and 8 is nothing to bat an eye at. Sloth Esports, they're really need to pick up the next 2 rounds to make this fairly competitive, unless they have an equally as great T-side. LKS, once again, throws out that smoke that's going to go towards the outside, but it looks like there's going to be a heavy hit on the inside here. Right in through Squeaky. 2 players pushing before that molly comes out. Pinhead Larry's going to get the first. Domerin's going to get the second. Answer back by Luck. Domerin picks himself up a second frag as well. Throw in another smoke and backing into the molly to plant. Interesting choice of position by Echo, but it's all up to Fatality and LKS right now. Second to last round, left in the half, and they are both outside. They're going to have to push through heaven, or are they just going to try and hold these weapons in the next round? It does look like they have opted to do that. 2v4, not exactly the most enticing opportunity. So, with the limited amount of money they have, if they hold on to these 2 weapons, they will be able to get a half-decent buy, maybe some UMPs and FAMASs on a couple players. And LKS is actually going to get a frag. I think somebody peeked up through heaven. We just missed that one. But looks like they're going to go hunting. Echo throws a flash in, but it gets counter-flashed. Echo, barrel spot. He does get the first, but LKS is going to kill him. 1v2 now. It does look like Pinhead Larry is going to try and hunt this. Gets caught with his knife out. And once again, another interesting decision there, Pinhead Larry, to put that ever so nicely. But AWP is carried over, thrown into the hands of LKS again. A FAMAS and 3 M4s for the final round and a half. They're really going to make this happen. 5v10 would be a dire situation to look at. Senny with the fastest spawn up towards heaven. 2 players this time out on the side of... just missed it. LKS actually was holding on the outside up close, and he got that first player that peeked in through hut. Ooh, peeking outside on that little shoulder weak. That was ballsy. He makes it work. Starting to look good for Sloth Esports Club. They could pull this last round on the half back in. Oh, not exactly close up enough. That smoke just left a little bit of visibility there, and Ruddy Bird punishes Luck for it. Fatality, knows the player's close. Seems to have already done some damage to him as well. Minute 10 left in the round. Somewhere off screen, Echo picks off Senny. LKS picks off 1-2. Auto Director, you're failing me here. Echo's going to answer right back, though. 2v2. They have to go back and get the bomb, though. They've forgotten the bomb. And, whew, the misfortune there is Fatality was creeping in through a flank. Managed to catch Clutch as he was running back for the bomb. 50 seconds left. Echo 1v2. Fatality very, very hurt. So this is still completely doable. 40 seconds. Does he hear the footsteps? Yes, and he has his knife out as well. Sid has the silencer, so that may not have been heard. Pop flash out, takes the white peak and goes down. Doesn't even tag Echo with a single bullet. Now it's all up to Sid, who has 13 HP. But he does have the information of where the player might be going. Actually, that's why he was moving towards Secret. But Echo, 20 seconds, he's going to walk this over towards the bomb site. Up towards Heaven. Fatality seems to have a read on this. You would have seen him by now. Very smart play. Peeking up over the vent, doesn't yet to see Echo. It's all about who sees who first at this point, because they're both very weak. 5 seconds, he has to stick this plant. Fatality thinks it's downstairs. Oh, sir, how you have been fooled. And the footsteps may have actually been heard by Echo. But, oh, ring around the rosy right now. He doesn't know where this player is. Neither does Sloth, or sorry, neither does Fatality. Both of these players look so confused right now, and both of them just need 1 or 2 bullets, and Fatality's going to be the one to get him first. Catches him off guard, and there's enough time to defuse. That'll bring Sloth Esports up to 6-9. Not the best CT side, and they're playing with a sub, so we'll see how they handle this terrorist side. Would not be surprised for either of these teams to take a little bit of time during halftime, talk things over, see what went wrong, talk about stress they can use going into the next half. I'm interested in seeing Demorin on the CT side. He seems like a decent AWPer. And as Van Dyke Browns are playing a little bit more aggressive on the terrorist side, I expect to see the same kind of aggression on CT. Holding up close on ramp room or pushing in through outside. Definitely milking every second they can out of this halftime. Just waiting on these teams to ready up. Does seem like a player has had to reconnect. Maybe Sean Peasy might be able to get back in this because Senny's left the server. Nobody connected quite yet. Alright, we do have Sean Peasy back in the server. Maybe this will be the change of luck that Sloth Esports needs. Although, luck is already on the roster, so... That was my bad joke for the match. Promise won't happen again. Everybody gets one. Alright, and here we go. Live once again. Van Dyke Browns leading 9-6 against Sloth Esports Club. Starting roster back in the server. Let's see what they can do with it. Ooh, looks like somebody dropped over a Tech 9 onto Fatality. Got ourselves a Riot Boss. This will be interesting. And I believe it's just a high flashbang, or do you have a decoy? I did not check. Alright. LKS lining up some sort of inside smoke. Does look like it. It'll give them a little bit of a free passage out there on the A-bomb site. Oh, but Echo immediately gets the one-tap onto Fatality. There goes your Riot Boss. He didn't have head armor at all. Ruddy Bird, Pinhead Larry are going to pick them up one. But it's going to be answered right back by Sid and Luck. 2v2 now. Sloth Esports did escape down the vents with the bomb, though. Pinhead Larry going to give into chase. Oh, only one of them went into vent. Sid's still holding here. It's actually read perfectly by Pinhead Larry. Give me that gun. That's his now. Bomb has been planted. Up to Luck. 1v2. They do have a defusal kit, but they also have armor and far more HP, despite having the player advantage as well. And I think the little hop may have been heard. Oh, Luck gets the first kill. And I don't believe he's sticking it. He's going to get on it right now. 5 seconds. Luck actually has to get in there right now. It's not a test. Oh, he opens the door, and he might get away with his life. Good effort there by Luck. But they need a little bit more for that. Sloth Esports going to lose that opening round of the terrorist side. They did get the bomb plant, though, so their economy will be built up a little bit. Van Dyke rounds still only at 10 rounds, so they do have some time to get back into this. However, Van Dyke rounds over there on the easier side for this map. Let's see, 1 Tech 9, 4 P250, or P... Blarg. My brain's rotting away. I'm tired. It's been a long cast and a long work day. P250's upgraded. Clutch. He doesn't care, though. You don't have armor. You're just going to give him that triple K he wanted. Or you'll answer it back. Fatality. Nice little two-tap in the dome right there. But Echo and Domoran off-camera are going to get that. And Pinhead Larry going to clean up Sean Peasy. Easy peasy. And Van Dyke Browns extend their lead even further. Interesting to see them do this now. I mean, rounds are stacked against them, definitely, but light investment of utility, but AKs across the board. Does not look like they're going to be dedicated over to that AWP anytime soon. Demorin, pushing outside, does not see anyone. So there is a player there, but he's holding far, far back. Checking up on Silo, which is where the player would be. Fatality spots the first player over there, chips away at Echo's head armor a little bit. Ruddy Bird holding up on top of hut, trying to get any sort of information through that little hole in Squeaky. Clutch holding back on Turnpike, but nobody's pushed up the radio room towards ramp room yet. Sloth Esports playing this very slow, trying to make Van Dyke Browns use as much of their utility as possible. While still holding on to quite a bit of theirs, I think that Sean Peasy, for a second, it looked like he almost had a sightline onto LKS. Oh, sorry, I mean Demorin. But both these teams playing very passive right now. Van Dyke Browns maybe expecting some sort of eco, maybe a rush, and they're just going to hold back as far as they can. Maybe Sloth Esports expects Van Dyke Browns to be aggressive. Can't really guess what they're thinking, but something has to happen soon. 35 seconds left in the round. First flashbang is going to come out the ramp room. Clutch Easy hears it, gets a lot of damage put into LKS, but he's actually going to get answered right back. And he's going to go down first. Sean Easy rotated around through outside. He's going to take out Ruddy Bird. This is starting to look like Sloth's round. Pinhead Larry going to answer right back, take out Sid. Bomb has been planted down on lower, though. Pinhead Larry. Looked like he's going to flash his teammate down into vents, but looks like they're just running for a distraction at this point. Sean Easy gets the distracted player, takes down Demorin. It's going to be a 2v4 retake if they're going to go for this, which, judging by Pinhead Larry's position, is not going to happen. One player holding over by Secret. One player holding back, watching that mini. Looking for any escape frags, or exit frags. But all those players leaving out towards the ramp room. Good and safe, except for Sean Peasy, who had to peek out. And was severely punished for that. Money on the CT side, not too shabby. They could buy into this. They don't have to, though. They still have quite a few rounds. But looks like, you know, they're going for it. All M4s and a UMP. Oof, somehow Fatality got himself stuck on a Galil. Which is interesting because I thought that... Yeah, they had plenty of money. Maybe the guy just likes the Galil. Once again, looks to be a fairly standard round from both these teams as they play a little passively. Some smoke's going to come out through Secret on Catwalk. Flash is going to come out. There is one player on Secret already for the CT side, Demolrin. Watching that Catwalk, expecting LKS to push through. Echo, getting really brave. Spots out the first player, doubles back, one and done. Very smart. That's how that should be done. Not getting greedy. LKS heard the footsteps. He's going to back off a little bit. Relay that information to his teammates as two of them start moving away from that A site, as does the bomb carrier. They're going to double back, two pushing in towards the radio room. Clutch easy, sole player on ramp room right now. Fatality checks the corner. And, oof, both players trade around 20 damage. Clutch easy going to poke out, get the headshot though, make that a twofer, make that a threefer. Absolutely beautiful shot by Fatality. There's for by Clutch there. He's going to get traded out by LKS, who pits two of his own. 1v3 now. He does have the bomb. He has 30 seconds. Has to make a decision now, though. If they do lose this round, which right now it really does look like they're going to, they are going to be reset so hard. Okay, yes, has the right idea, but then switches to his knife to try and run for the bomb plant. I don't even know if he could have got there fast enough, but he's going to get caught with his pants down and punished severely. And right now, money not looking good. Van Dyke Brown's lead 12-7. Let's take a look at that little triple kill that Clutch got. There's the first little bit of damage. Didn't really get a whole lot done. Ekes back out, gets it. Gets the second, and then tap-a-roo. Pulled himself out that third. Very good stuff. Clutch easy. Going right back in for it. Holding up close, and I don't think he was hurt. But he does get tagged right in the head. But he's going to get out of there with a kill. Smoke it off and play safe. Well, Luck on the inside is actually going to take out Echo. Demolrin answers right back, taking out Sean Peasy. It's going to be 2v3. Make that 2v... Oof, 2v not. A lot of kills rang out in a very small amount of time right there. Van Dyke Browns, once again, adding more to their collection of rounds. Yeah, I hope your stream is up. I got replays working yesterday, and then I also got it so the sound isn't playing, so I won't be talking over myself anymore. And sadly, I did upgrade to OBS Studio this morning, but they don't have a way to mute it, so I'm back on OBS Classic right now. Posted on the forums for some insight on how I can make that work in the future. Anyways, back into this round, we live. Smoke's going to come out from Sloth Esports. Two players holding out inside lobby. And the rest of these players going to be pushing in towards Secret. Echo's going to be the first point of contact. But he does not see anybody. He's got to be hearing their footsteps now, though. No. Very wisely, Sloth Esports actually walking once they get to that point. Was that Ruddy Bird? Pops into vents. Doesn't see anybody with that quick peek. Now, is he going to make any noise right now? Because there are going to be players right behind him in any second. Luck, Sean Peasy. They'll be there. Flash comes out. Peek around the corner. Nothing happening. Sean Peasy checking every little angle. Playing this very smart. Still Ready Bird. Only player down there. Except for the player over by ramp room. Clutch easy gets the first kill. I don't even know where that one was, but Ruddy Bird gets punished as he peeks out of that vent. Demolrin with a beautiful little no-scope. Can he get the other, though? Bomb is about to be planted. Whew, somewhere out of nowhere, Sid and Luck get a free frag. Almost instantaneous. That nade might just do it, and it does. Sid is going to go down. Pinhead Larry, Clutch. Can they clutch this? They're going to Molotov it off. He's too far away. There is a player down by double doors, though. With the Molotov, it was a double Molotov that actually made that work for him. They're going to open his door, and he's going to get shot. Van Dyke Brown's going to get themselves the 14th round. I believe they got off the bomber just a second, but he's got the kit in plenty of time, so made it work. Bam with the no-scope. Demorin. Loving the op work. Sloth Esports. They're going to have a very light bind in this round, but they basically have to. They could have saved it all for next round and try and play for overtime, but when you're down this low, why not go for it? I think the tilt might be real, because little flubbed NA nade there is really going to make things all the more difficult. Sean Peasy's going to go down immediately, as is LKS. They do bring two players onto very low health, but Demorin, doesn't matter how low your health is when you get shot in the chest with an AWP. Sid's going to go down, leaving only two players alive for Sloth Esports. Demorin's peeking around. Nobody home. A little bit of fire being shot out of that Galil, I hear. I believe Ruddy Bird, or no, Pinhead Larry got spotted out. Luck definitely hears him, gets flashbanged. He's trying to escape. And Fatality is going to go down, leaving only Luck alive. 1v5. So at this point, you ask yourself, do you want to try and pick up an AK and just carry one soul weapon in the next round, or just go for it? Well, that was a little hard to watch. Last round, potentially, we're on match point for Van Dyke Browns, and all they have is some upgraded pistols and 2 UMPs. Luck? You gonna buy some armor there and a Galil? There you go. There's something. Personally, I would have bought out grenades entirely and played this one a little bit slow. It's potentially your last round. Smoke execute coming out from the outside. Only one player left on the inside. Drawing some fire from Sid and Pinhead Larry. He's just going to go right in on this, try and get a flank on the players. Meanwhile, outside, Echo, I think, got some kills through or got a kill through the smoke. The rest of those 3 players are going to make their way down through Secret. Sid on the inside of the A-bomb site went down, and Sean Peasy got a kill up on Ruddy Bird. Where is this? Auto Director, you are failing me so bad today. It's starting to get irritating. I cannot wait until next week when I can actually do the camera work myself when we're not on Nuke. But somehow, on all those kills that we didn't see, Sloth Esports are managing to get this into a 2v2. Going back for the bomb right now. Gonna clear out that corner with the molly. Blind spray, and Sean Peasy is gonna shoot his teammate in the head? What is going on right now? Oh, I don't even know what's going on. Oh, wow. Alright, Van Dyke Browns, they take it. What a way to end that. That is so sad. And just to rub the salt in the wound, I need to see that happen again. Look at that, LKS. Playing it smart, throws the molly and flushes it out, goes in and sprays blindly just to make sure if anyone's there, he's going to get anyone. And Sean Peasy's like, nah, bruh, you're going down. You cut. Lack of communication, lack of aggression, and I'm not really sure what all went wrong there. They're going to have to talk that one over and figure that out themselves. However, that is it for me tonight. I think 3 casts. A very short time spent, 2 hours 16. That's going to be enough for me. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by or watching the VOD. This will be uploaded for anyone watching live or anything like that. It'll be uploaded within the hour, so go ahead and hit that up, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow if I have the time and or energy to continue my ESEA Season 24 one-a-day cast. Take care, guys.